We're in the shop getting the chopper ready. Chris still has to do some welding on his chute, but he has his cab camera there for the spout. He just replaced it because it was shot, but he wants it for corn. But he's putting the old cable in. That way, if he's welding near it, it doesn't break his new one. Philip is greasing trucks today. His corn's starting probably Friday. Friday or sooner, we're not sure yet. He's almost done everything on the chopper. He has an oil leak he's gonna find. He's putting a camera on the back for for hooking up dump flag is a little easier because we have a good feeling that, or for pulling whatever we got to do, because it's gonna be a wet one, we think. But this thing's mainly ready. Then we have about everything else in the shop that's tore apart. So this is the feeding tractor. We have, which one is this linkage? So this linkage moves a lot, and it shouldn't. So there's a bolt coming loose on the inside. Gotta clean the camera a little. So we're gonna pull this apart and get that tightened up. And then on the MX120, we're still waiting on a shaft. That was on back order from Europe. Still not done. And then on the 200, I got the PTO all out and everything, and we just got it back this morning. We sent it to Brian and Lockerbie to get it rebuilt because we just didn't have time to mess with that. And he got that done for us yesterday. We got to put this back together now. That's what I'm going to work on. And when you're pulling these PTOs out, there's two little pipes. Where's the light? Right in here. You see those two oil lines? These pipes go in right there. They go straight down and they feed into the clutch pack that would sit right here. The holes are right there. To get those out, you literally take a 1/4 inch bolt. Which bolt did I use? This one? Maybe it's bigger. A 5/16 maybe. Yeah, I used a 5/16 bolt. You put a vice grip on the top of it. You put it in there. You turn it sideways like this as much as you can, and you just yank on it. That's literally how you pop these pipes out. Very, in my point of view, dumb, but it works. And then sometimes you can't get it all the way out, but you can get it up enough to where if you hold them up, someone can pull the clutch pack out. And that's the feed lines and lubing lines for the clutch pack. So that's just something, if you didn't know, you gotta do. And then right here, where you saw a little towel, that is a speed sensor that you also gotta pull out. So that's just something to know if you're pulling these out. But I'm gonna put this back together, and then I think Chris said he's gonna pull the back part of that apart after he's done welding on the spout. Because I got that split yesterday and ready to go. The shop is a mess, but you know, we have so much going on, we got time to clean it. This is the clutch pack. I just went around it with some brake cleaner to clean off any dirt that may have fell on it while it got brought back, but he's ready to go in. This little smacker plate that you see here basically just hits on the inside of the transmission every time it turns on to stop the clutch pack. Oh. Nice, Ferdy. To stop the clutch pack from spinning, it hits against the transmission so that it actually engages. Now you're good, Ferdy.
Well, once you got that thing locked in there, it should just slide down in there. Yes, I could go from my knee. What's that? What do we need?
I think we had it anyways.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
that was quite
that
simple.
one pump, the pump I want to put out.
Oh, okay.
You know, in the bathroom there.
So that is in. Now, that was much quicker than I thought it was going to go. So I just got to make sure it kind of moves right and drop those two feed pipes in. And then there's 4 bolts. Oh, you can't see it all. Oh, right there's one, and there's one on each corner. Pulled this back out because those two pipes, one of them we couldn't get all the way out, so we pulled it out. We just held it up, pulled it out from the bottom. But I couldn't get the new one back in either, or the pipe back in with new O-rings. So we're gonna put both in from underneath. Christoph will hold it up so that this will slide in, and that's where the two pipes go into.
I can get them up.
I got silicone on there. We are about to put the PTO part in. This is actually the PTO shaft because this is a 540 and 1000er one, so it can do both, which is really nice. That's why we like our tractor to have, so it can do both. But I gotta put this back into the tractor now. It's not crazy heavy, but it is all there. That is the right spot. Turn. Line up all these stupid gears. I might put the you put the PTO shaft back in.
Just pops out.
It does help. There. You put this on first because that piece
Covers it.
goes right around it. Makes it easier if it's already on there. Dumb. You don't want to crush this wire harness because that's for the PTO.
This thing's in the way. So, oh, yeah. Is it just?
Yeah, there's no dowels.
I gotta go off the roof.
No, you don't.
I got one
Where's the
in.
other bolt for my
Here's
side?
your side.
No, I don't think I can see that hole. So I gotta move it a little bit.
Okay, I got two in. So I didn't really record any of this after we put this back piece on because it was just annoying, stupid bolts and parts to put on, but all the sensors are hooked back on, all that in there's back together, the back panel's back on. I had to pull that off so I could pick this up higher because those hoses were hitting. Philip put all the oil back in, and we also, on the top right here, we silicone that because the gasket never got ordered, but silicone will work fine. And then on the top, it has a black rubber because in the center here, you see there's a bolt there and a bolt there, but there's nothing in the center. I don't know if it's factory or someone did it before us. They put black rubber, kind of like window sealer stuff. That's what we used right there. So I put it from one end to the other. So no water, oil, or anything could seep in right there. The shop is a mess, but we are pulling one machine out right now. The 200 can, but the chopper's kind of in the way. Philip's working on trucks still all day, air filters, blowing them out, greasing. That is close. We do have a new snout right here. Right there. For that corner where Christoph jammed a tree last year. He's gonna do the, that is bent up right there. That's hit a stone, so we'll have to bend that down. This is the first startup of the year. What do you think, Henry? These old heads, they're a lot heavier than the newer ones. I think the new ones are like, he said 1,700 pounds less. Makes it a lot easier for the chopper to handle on the front, but it still does the same job, and it was a lot cheaper to buy.
I think the newer ones are what? No, they might not be further back.
Ava, get away! Back away! Getting a phone call. She's shutting down. On this drum, they all have brakes, so kind of missed it, but they stopped spinning right away. But it all sounded quiet. It's the next day. We got the tank off the white truck. Philip was doing the air filter on that. That's all done. We need to pressure wash the sliding rails, put the feed box on it. He just went through and greased it this morning too. Right now we're putting the big boy tires on Ferdy's truck because otherwise it's completely useless in the fields. Even to just turn around to get the dump wagon in, it's so much easier with the floaters. You're supposed to keep the socket on there. But we're putting these on. We gotta put one mud flap back on the right side. We do stick them on pallets to conserve space. And then on the 6 to an 80, if you look past a couple videos ago and throughout the year, she's been smoking, and we had a feeling it was the turbo going, but you know, she only smoked sometimes, and it got better as you ran it. But then we just ran it the last 2 days and it got really bad, and the turbo finally oil's coming out the exhaust side. It's pissing it out. It's like it looked like a locomotive or a steam engine tractor. It was quite impressive. So that's all fun and dandy. Christoph's chopper's good to go. I don't even think we're not even gonna set the old chopper up because it's go time, and it's so wet probably this year that we don't even have the ability to run 2 choppers, so it's not like it's gonna matter. Christoph's on the phone with him right now ordering a turbo. They want $2,000 for that. I feel like we should just keep running it. It'd be the best. That's why you don't want to fix stuff sometimes.
Okay. When would you have?
So yes. Damn, $2,000 for that little thing.
I only went 10 feet.
This video is like a couple days,
Yeah.
but
We got 10 feet in the chopping.
yeah.
No.
I didn't even get shooting up a truck yet.
Yeah, so like this right here is us testing the chopper, but we were actually gonna go full till today.
Yeah.
But instead,
There you go.
he
Pieces out now.
this right here let go. An old weld basically snapped.
And it's not a wow.
But it's factory weld, right?
Actually, we did.
Yeah, that could have blew on the very last day of corn last year,
Would have been nice.
because we had both choppers ready then. We would have just finished. But no, we should have chopped 20 more feet worth of corn, and then it would have been good. There was no way of preventing that, not knowing about it, so. It is what it is.
Hold on. It's about impossible to get a torch not to turn off.
He is having it's one of them days.
Watch out.
Alrighty. So when we said the old welds broke, we basically mean the factory ones that hold it onto that drum,
Alright,
which is strange, but
I wish. Well, can you just reverse it now? No, reverse I can't.
so she's kind of, they're broken and jammed in there. It's one of those kind of days. He cut him out, spin it again. He just backed it off before. Sounds like something's still spinning. You can hear the disc brakes kicking. Slows them right down. So we did hear it ticking a little bit, and that's because right where he torched it off, you can barely see it, but it's bent down still from where the plate got bent. It is hitting. We did not cut the whole thing around off. This torch is pissing us off lately.
I think we gotta tighten these up.
Yeah, it's very sensitive, and it shouldn't be. We literally just cut off where it broke, because the rest of it's still holding strong. So we're gonna weld that plate on the top and bottom, or not top, front and last of it, front and beginning, for front and end. Jesus. That way it doesn't rip more off and break again, and maybe we'll look at the other ones, see if there's any cracked ones that we can find.
If we get a rainy day, we're gonna tear it apart and try to fix it right.
I think even on the rainy days at this point we're chopping.
We'll see. Hopefully it still sucks to then, because that is obviously the point of those.
Yeah, but I mean there is like 6 other ones, but it is like one of the main ones. It's at the very bottom. Or it is the main one, I'm not sure.
There's one below it.
Okay.
But still.
No good. We're gonna have to get a new drum.
Plus it takes the drum a little bit off balance too. So, I guess he went more than 10 feet. He went like 30, 40. But we are about to try it. I think he kind of went into the corn a little bit, shot it to the side before I got here. But we're gonna see how this goes. We got her going. It was acting like it didn't want to feed for some reason. Not really sure yet what that was. Good chance it'll come back, but as of the moment, we are opening up. We use Alex's truck most of the time to open up because it has the floaters on it and least likely chance of getting stuck. Ferdy is behind me with the dump wagon. Oh, see it plugged up. And there's bear damage right here. Okay, well, I'm loaded. Ferdy's gonna finish opening up this bit with the dump wagon. We had a lot of rain the last couple days. To be able to still go with the truck and floaters is quite impressive, so can't complain. I'd be lying if I told you exactly how many inches right at the moment, but it was pretty wild how much rain we got the last couple days. The heads working smoother. There was probably a lot of rust buildup on everything. I think I gotta open the processor up a little bit after.
And the processor, you might have too close. But the head is so grindy right now because of all the rust buildup. Now that he's done a load, it's running a lot smoother.
Man, it's gonna take forever with dump wagons. Holy fucker. Is he almost full?
This is gonna suck having to run dump wagon. So he just opened up the processor because, well, we figured out what our problem was. The processor was still closed up from snappage and trying to feed the corn through with it that tight. And that's why we were having difficulties. So this should go a lot smoother anyways. We got it running smooth now. First couple loads, it's always a struggle. Got a nice big bear damage section up here. But I think this will end this video because it'll finish off the shop stuff. And you'll basically know now what's coming. Corn chopping.
You think my truck will get stuck in that fish now? I'm only gonna go down this one more time when we're done. I'll head somewhere else. John Deere.
There's some bear damage. So thanks for watching and thanks for watching for corn season.